In the glittering world of royalty, where every smile is noticed and every whisper becomes news, Meghan Markle remains at the center of attention. Her every move seems to spark new debates, and the latest allegations have shaken up the media. This time, the situation feels more intense than ever. As fans of the royal family take sides, Meghan faces a challenging path filled with accusations and emotional struggles. Recently, reports revealed a concerning story involving an anonymous former officer who claims there were unpleasant actions connected to the Duchess of Sussex. These claims have raised questions, especially about the safety of Prince William's children, including the delightful Princess Charlotte and the playful Prince Louis. Now, the media's view of Meghan has shifted, casting her from a beloved princess figure to someone under scrutiny, with her once admired royal image hanging by a thread. As tensions rise, Meghan's response has been far from calm. Sources say she feels unfairly singled out, reacting passionately to these explosive accusations. With the public watching closely, every tear and expression of frustration has captured attention, leaving her reportedly on the verge of an emotional breakdown, though friends are rallying around her for support. But can anyone truly save someone caught in such a storm? Critics have jumped on this chance to criticize Meghan, almost delighting in the turmoil that seems to follow her. They've twisted this latest incident into yet another chapter of what they see as Meghan's ethical missteps. Is it any surprise that royal supporters are now worried about the well-being of William and Catherine's young children? These innocent young royals, unintentionally caught up in a bitter clash, have become collateral damage in an endless media frenzy. As this drama unfolds, one question lingers: how will Meghan respond? Will she continue her pattern of defiance, or is there room for reconciliation in her challenging relationship with the royal family? The world watches eagerly, wondering if the Duchess will rise above the scandal she faces or if she'll be engulfed by the very flame she's fanned. This situation isn't just Meghan's personal crisis, it highlights the darker side of celebrity culture that often celebrates the downfall of the famous. Beneath this story lies a cautionary tale for anyone captivated by royal life, revealing the hidden struggles that come with such grandeur. Meghan's story doesn't just center on one woman's turbulent ties to a family rooted in tradition, it serves as a reminder of the pitfalls that often accompany the glittering lifestyle of fame. Each twist in her journey fuels public fascination, as people witness a royal figure grappling with her choices. This spectacle raises questions not only about Meghan's path, but also about the nature of celebrity status and the costs of seeking authenticity and independence in the public eye. Has she, perhaps unknowingly, given up her dignity for the sake of public opinion? Meanwhile, Catherine has cultivated a composed image that represents grace and resilience. Many notice the contrast between the two women. While one's emotional displays fill the headlines, the other's calm strength continues to earn her admiration. Catherine's steady approach, especially in motherhood, stands in stark contrast to Meghan's highly publicized struggles, making her all the more respected in the public eye. Catherine's charitable work and steadfast support for her husband have made her beloved by the public. So as Meghan faces her latest crisis, the contrast with Catherine's image becomes even clearer. Will Meghan continue to be her own biggest obstacle, or will she find a way to navigate royal life without adding to the chaos around her? The media's fascination with Meghan's turmoil is a sharp reminder of the double-edged sword of fame. Tabloids thrive on every detail of drama, transforming private struggles into public spectacles. Beneath the sensational headlines, however, lies a bigger story about the cost of living constantly in the public eye. Each new scandal and headline reminds us that in royal life, privacy is a rare luxury. Fame can elevate a person to great heights, but also drag them down, highlighting the harsh reality of celebrity life. Meghan's journey captures this dual nature perfectly. She joined the royal family with hopes of love and belonging, only to find herself in the center of a media storm that amplifies her every mistake. Reactions to Meghan's latest troubles have been quick and divided. Her supporters have rallied, defending her fiercely and condemning the relentless media scrutiny. They believe Meghan is a victim of circumstances, caught in a tangled web of rumors and envy woven by others. There are those who want nothing more than to see Meghan fail, while critics eagerly dissect her every move. The narrative around her has become a battleground, revealing deep societal divides over race, class, and privilege. As Meghan's life spirals further into chaos, it resembles a modern tragedy unfolding in real time, with her carefully crafted public image starting to fall apart. Her quest to stay relevant in a world that seems to delight in her struggles raises serious questions about the nature of fame and its true cost. The noise surrounding her and the royal family as a whole is a complex blend of admiration, criticism, and constant scrutiny. In an age ruled by social media, where opinions spread instantly and every mistake is magnified, Meghan's story highlights the weight and the dangers of living under the relentless gaze of the public. Meghan's emotional well-being has become a topic of growing interest. It's hard not to wonder how someone who once thrived on fan adoration and the glamour of fame now finds herself tangled in anxiety and public criticism. The public's affections can be as fleeting as they are intense, and as Meghan faces this latest scandal, critics eagerly point out just how quickly public opinion can shift. Meanwhile, young Prince George shines as a symbol of royal promise, a source of hope for a family facing turmoil. With his bright smile and natural composure, he captures the public's admiration in a way Meghan can only wish for. George already displays the qualities of a future king, exuding confidence, grace, and a clear understanding of his role within the royal family. It's remarkable how effortlessly Prince George handles the expectations placed upon him, a sharp contrast to Meghan's sometimes erratic behavior. It's little wonder royal observers are quick to place George on a pedestal, while Meghan's actions seem to pull her further into controversy. As the world watches George's rise, Meghan's attempts to redefine her story only emphasize the stark difference between her struggles and his poised presence. Then there's Princess Charlotte, who embodies grace and charm, her joyful spirit winning hearts everywhere. While Meghan's dramatic stories often cast a shadow, Charlotte's innocence and warmth remind people of the joy royalty can bring. Her playful nature and genuine kindness, seen in her interactions with family and public, paint a picture of a future queen who values service and compassion. The media adores her, making it all the more clear that Meghan has struggled to connect with the same spirit of royalty. And of course, there's Prince Louis, whose infectious laughter and playful antics bring lightness to royal appearances. His cheeky personality is a breath of fresh air, especially in a world where Meghan's turmoil so often dominates the news. Louis' joyful spirit and youthful energy offer a reminder of the simple happiness the royal family can bring to its admirers. Prince Louis' ability to bring joy to a room stands in stark contrast to the gloom that often seems to surround Meghan. While Meghan often finds herself at the center of controversy, Louis exudes a lighthearted spirit, showing that royalty can still be fun and relatable. His carefree nature challenges the notion that royal life must be filled with tension and drama, offering a refreshing sense of normalcy to a family closely watched for its traditions. As Meghan's struggles play out, the public's reaction swings between sympathy and criticism. Some critics are quick to dissect her every move, asking if she truly craves attention. They note how different she seems from the younger royals who stay grounded despite the media frenzy around them. Each new headline adds to the growing perception that Meghan may be more focused on celebrity status than on building genuine connections. In times of intense scrutiny, Meghan's tendency to present herself as a victim has become a frequent subject of ridicule. Many see her actions as overly dramatic, almost as if she were part of a reality TV show where sympathy is won with tears and shocking revelations. In her quest for relevance, Meghan has unintentionally become the punchline of her own story, turning royal family matters into material for comedians and social media commentators alike. Amid this battle for public perception, her efforts to reshape her image often seem to miss the mark. With each carefully planned public appearance and social media post, Meghan's intentions appear more transparent. The once mysterious Duchess of Sussex has now become a caricature of herself, drawing eye rolls and snide comments even from those who once admired her. The tides have shifted. She's no longer the media's darling, but rather a frequent target of commentary and criticism. As Meghan tries to shake off the image she's created, her use of sarcasm as a shield has become a double-edged sword. What once may have served her now only magnifies the gap between her intentions and how the public perceives her. Critics are quick to point out the irony. The Duchess of Drama has turned into the Queen of Sarcasm, but it's a lonely title to hold, especially when the foundation beneath it seems increasingly unsteady. In today's digital age, social media is both a blessing and a curse. It offers a platform for connection, but also exposes people to relentless criticism. Meghan's experience highlights the risks of this double-edged sword. She initially used social media to shape her image, but the same platform now magnifies her every misstep for the world to see. Her reluctance to accept genuine accountability only adds fuel to the fire, drawing even more scrutiny from those watching for her next misstep. The irony is clear. In her effort to control her story, she's unintentionally lost hold of it, leaving behind only sarcasm that does little to boost her credibility. As this narrative plays out, the question remains, will Meghan embrace the humility needed to rebuild her image, or will she continue down a path of deflection and drama? The world watches, waiting to see if Meghan can turn her current struggles into a story of redemption. The royal family's response to her actions remains cautious, carefully navigating the fine line between supporting a family member and protecting the institution they represent. As Meghan's journey unfolds, the big question is whether she can reconcile her desire for independence with the responsibilities that come with being part of such a traditionally rooted family. The stakes have never been higher. Public opinion can shift in the blink of an eye, and Meghan's chance to reclaim her narrative may be slipping away faster than she realizes. For every moment Meghan gains public sympathy, there's an equal backlash of ridicule, highlighting the unpredictable nature of celebrity culture. Within this complex situation, the royal family acts as both a shield and a reflection of societal values. As Meghan struggles with her identity, they stand as a reminder of the stability she often seems to lack. Each royal family member embodies duty, commitment, and tradition, qualities that are becoming increasingly distant from Meghan's approach. The contrast between Meghan and her in-laws speaks volumes. While the younger royals navigate their roles with grace, Meghan's actions frequently lead the public to question her dedication to the family. As her story unfolds, the royal family's true strength will be put to the test. Can they withstand the storm Meghan has stirred up, or will her pursuit of personal vindication ultimately tear apart the unity they have worked to maintain? Meghan serves as a reminder that the road to greatness is never easy, and the choices we make shape both our legacy and our identity. The royal family, with its unwavering commitment to duty, stands as a symbol of stability in the midst of the chaos. While the allure of fame can be tempting, it is the strength of family bonds that ultimately lasts. The recent reports linking her to questionable trading practices have sent shockwaves through the media, raising doubts and suspicions. Just when it seemed things couldn't get worse, Meghan finds herself desperately trying to hold onto her carefully crafted narrative while pushing away those around her. Her world, once surrounded by yes-men and sycophants, now resembles a sinking ship with everyone scrambling to get away. It's no wonder royal watchers can't look away, captivated by this spectacle with a mixture of horror and curiosity. As the media frenzy continues, one can't help but see the absurdity of Meghan's situation. She's become the unintentional star of her own reality show, surrounded by critics, supporters, and everyone in between. The emotional fallout from the latest allegations has sparked debates that are almost as intense as a royal wedding. In July, critics, like chefs preparing a Michelin-starred meal, eagerly took to social media and talk shows to dissect Meghan's every move, feeding off the frenzy like vultures circling their prey. Meanwhile, her friends and allies, bless their hearts, continue to try to offer support. Meghan's supporters, desperately trying to prop her up, have only found themselves caught in the crossfire when the situation turns against her. But let's not forget the true victims in this unfolding drama: the children. Prince William and Catherine's little ones, especially the sweet Princess Charlotte and her mischievous brother Louis, have found themselves pulled into a feud that could rival any royal conflict. As Meghan continues to tug at the threads of her own narrative, questions arise about the toll it's taking on these innocent children. While Meghan throws tantrums about being unfairly targeted, the royal children are simply trying to live their lives, unaware that their auntie's antics have made them pawns in a public relations battle. Concerns for William and Catherine's kids have reached a boiling point, with royal supporters rallying behind them as if gearing up for a battle. Meanwhile, while Meghan flounders in her self-created drama, the world watches as William and Catherine remain dignified in their silence, doing everything they can to shield their children from the chaos. The more Meghan flounders, the more composed the Cambridge family appears, creating a stark contrast that makes for captivating viewing. It's hard not to think that Meghan's best move might be to step back and let the children take center stage. With their infectious laughter and bright smiles, they could easily outshine any attempt Meghan makes to reclaim the spotlight. Then there's the emotional breakdown Meghan reportedly had, which sounds more like an overdramatic twist straight out of a daytime soap than a genuine reaction to criticism. This is the same woman who once admitted she wasn't okay, yet seemed to thrive in the public eye. Perhaps the reality of public opinion is finally catching up with her, and she's learning the hard way that playing the victim doesn't always win sympathy. In fact, it's a double-edged sword. The more she leans into being the victim, the more she pushes away those who once supported her. It seems Meghan's way of handling public life has crossed more than just ethical boundaries. It's as though she's entered a whole new world. It's surprising how someone so smart and aware could misjudge the public's reaction to her actions. Again and again, critics have been waiting for her to slip up, and now that she has, they're watching it all unfold like an entertaining show. It's like a slow motion train wreck, hard to watch, yet impossible to turn away from. Here's a tip: Meghan many public figures have faced waves of criticism, but few have reacted with such drama. Living life under constant scrutiny means every slip is noticed. It's simply part of being famous. As we dive deeper into this unusual story, Meghan appears less like a tragic figure and more like a reminder of what can happen when celebrity clashes with royal tradition. With each controversy, she seems to dig herself further into a difficult situation. Once admired as a duchess, she's now often seen as a symbol of how things can go wrong. Balancing between two worlds has turned into a saga that keeps everyone watching, eager to see what will happen next. Each new detail brings more drama, leaving us all wondering just how far Meghan will go to restore her image. As the dust settles and the cameras keep rolling, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. For every tear shed in private, there's a tabloid ready to capture the next twist, eager to turn it into headlines. Meghan may still be soaring on clouds of self-assurance, but it's clear that reality is closing in as she faces the relentless challenges of public scrutiny. Meanwhile, the royal family, especially Prince William and Catherine, stand calm and steady, shielding their children from the chaos. With every misstep, Meghan unknowingly adds to a cautionary tale, highlighting the stark difference between celebrity life and royal dignity. As media coverage intensifies and new details surface, we watch with a mix of disbelief and fascination, wondering how far she will go in her search for either redemption or fame. In the end, the real story may be found not only in Meghan's actions, but in the public's captivated response to the drama surrounding her journey.